It's showtime. That's what it says. Literally, it says it's showtime. Well, I'm so excited to end this week with my sister from another mister. But before I introduce this wonderful lady, I just want to say hello to everybody. I am Ashley Jackson of Timeless Dream Events, and I am here to edify and glorify my fellow Black business owners this week, this month, and every day of the year. But I am here today with the beautiful Miriam Baldwin, and she is with us all the way from the Netherlands. And Miriam is a beautiful soul who I have virtually met. We have known each other for, a year now, right?
More than a year.
More than a year now. And she is a fellow caregiver advocate, but more importantly, she is a wife, caregiver. She is an author. She is a business owner. She is a, a motivational speaker. And she helps her fellow caregivers who are experiencing burnout to help them form a system of self-care that they can incorporate into their life with ease. And that is with her Caregiver 2.0 program that she offers. This personalized system works and reminds the caregivers of why, how, and when to own their well-being so that they have more harmony and balance in their lives. And not only has she created a caregiver program, but she has also written a book that gives you little snippets of this program called Caregiver 2.0. So please, everybody that is tuning in right now or that will be tuning in, please give us some likes, some comments. Let me know that you're here because I will be giving away a copy of Miriam's book later today. So just let us know you're here. Shout, holler, let me know, comment, like, and with no further ado, Miriam, take it away. Let us know who you are.
Where do I start?
Right. Now we only got 45 minutes, sis.
Okay.
We can talk all day.
Only 45 minutes. No, just kidding. My name is Miriam, and Ashley, thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much for having me. And I was so looking forward to this, to this sharing information or organic conversations. It's been quite a ride. You mentioned it just now. We have known each other for 18 months now, I think.
Yes.
August 2020. That's when our journey started. And, I've enjoyed every minute so far. Being a business owner, again, because I started my second business from scratch. Being a coach who guides fellow caregivers through their journey. And it doesn't matter where they are in their journey. I often get a question, where should I be in my journey? That doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Let's go and start creating a balanced life, as a caregiver, because caregiving is hard. And I'm a caregiver to my husband and my brother. My husband was a diabetic. And in 1998, when we met, we were traveling the world. And in 1999, he started suffering from kidney failure. And for 4 years, it was hospital in and hospital out until he had a kidney pancreas transplant surgery. But Miriam wasn't taking good care of herself. So Miriam burned out. And you know what, Ashley? You know it. It's a nasty place. You don't want to be there. So I had to do something that many people ask me, how were you even able to do something like that? I left my boyfriend then for 1 week while he was recovering from his major surgery.
Mhm.
because I needed time for myself. I needed to find out how to have more ease in my life, how to create balance in my life while taking care of my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm happy I did. Today I'm happy I did it because I don't even want to think what would have happened if I didn't do it, right?
Right.
Um, so I started investing in myself, finding ways how to practice self-care, how to ask for help, how to see possibilities, grab opportunities, how to schedule, organize, socialize, how to not feel guilty when finally taking those 5 minutes for myself. And it didn't happen overnight. I'm going to be honest about that. I'm going to be honest about that. And it took me years to find out the techniques and tools that help me create a balanced life. And I'm happy I did because in 2012, I was on the phone with my brother while he was having a stroke. And he was only 46 years old. We celebrated his 47th birthday in the ICU with him. And for 2 weeks, it was like, okay, do I have to prepare myself for my brother's death?
Mm.
The stress, the anxiety, the exhaustion, it was killing. But thanks to the techniques and tools I had taught myself, I could prevent another burnout. So after my brother's stroke, I started my first business from scratch. That was an exclusive web shop in uh, clothing for full-figured women because I wanted full-figured women to know that they are beautiful, to
Love
see the
it.
beauty in themselves, to love themselves, and I succeeded. I'm still blown away by the fact that I've given so many beautiful full-figured women more confidence. And in 2019, I closed that web shop, but I didn't know what Miriam wanted to do
Mhm.
until I started writing about my caregiver's journey. And in 2020, I started writing my book, Caregiver 2.0, which wasn't easy. I cried, I laughed. There were certain things I didn't want to write about because I was embarrassed. What would others think of me? Who would want to read my book?
Mhm.
I'm happy I did. And I turned my pain into my purpose.
Love
And,
it.
and today I guide fellow caregivers. And I say guide because I'm sitting next to them virtually. I'm sitting next to them. I'm their accountability partner. Caregivers who are ready to take baby steps, but radical action to create a balanced life. I'm here for you. I get you, and I got you.
I love that.
And
Yes.
Caregiver 2.0, because right now you're 1.0, but you'll transform to the 2.0, the caregiver who takes care of herself or himself while taking care of others.
The transformation. I love that. We are
Yeah.
going to transform. One thing that I would, for those that are tuning in that are not caregivers or don't know what uh, the caregiver burnout looks like, because everybody in life has burnt out for some reason or another, right?
Yeah.
But I might be a little biased, but I think caregiver burnout is just so overwhelming and all inclusive and so invasive, because of all the things that we have to do. So,
Yeah.
what does caregiver burnout look like, and more specifically, what did it look like for you?
For me, caregiver burnout was like the guilt of taking care of yourself, of myself, and not knowing why. And the result of that was that I started suffering from stress, anxiety, sleep deprivation. I was tired of being tired,
Ooh.
tired of being tired. Um, and I kept going. I kept going because I felt like I needed to, which was not true. I didn't accept help. I didn't ask for help. And the result was that I had to do it all by myself, which later I discovered wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
So, what I'm sharing with fellow caregivers is what I've experienced, but also what I did that helped me, the techniques and tools I used. I'm not a person to ask medical questions because I'm not a medical professional. Let me be clear about that. But I can tell you what worked for me, and I'm pretty sure that it will work for you if you take action.
Absolutely. And now that you realize that taking action was the most beneficial thing that you could do, how does that play out in your life now? Like the moment you realize like I need to take care of myself, and then now that you have implemented good self-care practices.
So what I discovered is first let me share with you that before I could practice self-care, I needed to change my mindset. I was a people pleaser. I said yes to way more people than I could handle. So my plate was too full. So I had to learn to say no. I had to learn how to set boundaries. I had to learn how to ask for help when and why. So I needed to learn how to change my mindset. And that wasn't easy, but I succeeded. It took me some time. When I finally started with practicing self care, it was just baby steps and little bites. I started with journaling for 3 to 5 minutes in the morning, which I still do. I started with meditation, and in the beginning, I didn't know how to meditate. I thought that I shouldn't think of anything, which is impossible. There's always something going on in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I had to start um, learning how to meditate. So those were the baby steps I started with. And what I discovered is that I had more ease. I started with breathing exercises. I transferred my positive vibes to my loved ones because I had more ease. And things that bring me peace make me feel comfortable, make me feel at ease. And I transferred that. And when I discovered that, I was like, oh, wait, those 10 minutes meditation, I think I'm going to do 15. I'm going to do 20. I'm going to do 25 because I wanted more.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked. And it was hard for me to say no to my loved ones, especially my loved ones, because I wanted to do all for them. But I needed time for myself. I needed to take care of my own vessel too before I could help them.
And why do you think we always think of ourselves last?
I think one of the reasons is I think it has to do with society. What do others think of us? What do others see? What do others, um, I think it has to do with that, but those things are all a lie. Today I can say that don't bother. What others think of me is not my concern, right?
Ooh, say that again.
What others think of me is not my concern.
Just
Um,
that simple.
it you are worrying constantly about what others think of you.
Mm.
Why? Why?
That's true.
It's not necessary. And when I started my first business, I had no background in clothing or whatever. I just started my business. I believed in myself and I said, well, you know what? I'm a full figured woman myself. I'm beautiful. I believe in myself. I'm going to start a business in full figured women clothing. I asked others for questions. How did you do it? I went to free courses, programs, and that's how I started my first business.
Love it.
And with my book, I did the same. I hired a writing coach because I didn't know where to start, what to write, how to create all the chapters, and I asked for help. I got help, and I'm happy I did.
Hmm. This channel, and you've been with me on multiple lives now within the past 18 months, but I totally and thoroughly believe in coaches, whether that's a life coach, just a mentor, business coach, writing coach, um, and whatever you need help with doing, find the expert.
Yeah.
Like, they've already figured it out. So why not
Hmm.
tap their brain to to figure
Absolutely.
help me figure out what I need help with.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so happy that you are sharing the stage with me today, because caregivers need what you have to offer. You are a caregiver coach. You've been what I like to call Burnout City. We don't
Yeah.
want to go there. We don't want to buy another ticket. The place is horrible. So why not get with someone that's been there, done that, and can give you the blueprint to avoid it or get out of it?
Yeah. Absolutely. And I often get a question, so when you are coaching caregivers, what do you do? Yeah, what do I don't do? Everybody's journey is different. My journey is not your journey,
Right.
right? Some of them need more attention when it comes to asking for help. Some of them need more attention when it comes to setting boundaries or seeing
Sure.
possibilities. Because most of the time we don't allow ourselves to see possibilities. And with possibilities, I mean, for instance, Martin, my husband, he broke his ankle and had an ankle surgery. The result of that surgery was that he needed orthopedic shoes. So we can't dance like before for hours, but we can dance for 5 to 10 minutes. That's a possibility.
Yep.
Focus on what's possible. When he was on peritoneal dialysis, we couldn't go on a diving holiday. That was not possible, but it was possible for us to go to a resort and enjoy, or to rent a house in the woods and enjoy. Possibilities and
Yep.
grabbing opportunities. Allow yourself, you know. And one of the major things I learned is to how to forgive myself. We often expect forgiveness from other people.
Mhm.
Why not forgive yourself?
I love that you brought that up. Can you go more in depth with that?
Yeah. So I needed to learn how to forgive myself. Miriam, I forgive you for feeling guilty when taking care of yourself. You know what? It's such a relief when you forgive yourself, when you allow yourself to make mistakes, when you admit your mistakes. Forgive yourself for making mistakes. Making mistakes is not a bad thing. We learn from our mistakes. And because we learn from our mistakes, we get up again.
Yeah.
We have a chance to get up again and to jump again. Because in business, it's related to business. In business, we jump, we fall, we learn, we get up, we jump again. And we only learn from our mistakes, the challenges. That's how we grow. So, forgiving yourself as an individual, forgiving yourself is needed, and
Yeah.
not only from other people. And that's also something I talk about in my coaching.
Yeah. I think by nature, caregivers, we are people pleasers. So we rely very heavily on what people think and what they say. So then it's all in our mind, right? So then that's when we feel the guilt and we don't want to move past what people may say or think if we take certain actions. So then we don't act or
Yeah,
we just shut down.
yeah.
Um, so yeah,
We want
this,
to be perfect. We want to
yeah,
be perfect.
yeah,
And I also had to learn that I'm not perfect and that I should love my imperfection. And later I discovered that my imperfection is someone else's perfection.
absolutely. You just,
Yeah.
you have to walk your own path, your own journey. So for sure, excuse me. And we've got a couple ladies in the chat here. I'm so proud of Simone. She said she asked for help today and she went and got her hair did.
Wow.
Uh-huh. And
Picture, please.
right, right. We need pictures, sis. And then Shirley, who was on yesterday, she has been commenting about, taking care of yourself and making sure you put yourself first. And, she just repeated what you said. What others think of you is none of your business. So, thank you for being on. Mama J is on as well. Mama J
Hey,
is
Mama
always
J,
on.
Shirley.
Uh, so, Mama J said, uh, you have shown us that when one door is closed, God will always open up another one,
Yep.
which we definitely believe in. So, um, goodness, this is already so good. Um, what are you working on? Like, I want to know what's
Wow.
next because
Yeah.
I
Well,
I
yeah.
I
So
want to
what's
know.
next? What's next? Right now, I'm working with 17, I think it's 17, 16 or 17 co-authors, mostly from Africa, on a new book, My Africa, My Identity, a book of passion, hope, and courage for everyone who wants to know how all of us, how we did it, how we had to be resilient, how we had to be courageous, and how most of us turned our pain into our purpose. And that book, I think it will be released at the end of February or beginning of March. I'll share a picture of, I'm not sure, Ashley, if you are able to
I will
share
try.
a
I'm always up
picture.
and trying new things.
Hold on, let me try and
I
find that picture.
I think I can share my screen, but we'll see if you send
We'll
it to
see.
me.
Uh, Otherwise, I can share the picture later when.
Yeah, you can always share it in the chat if we can't
Yeah.
make it work.
But anyways, that book, the profit of this book will be donated to a foundation. This
Ooh,
foundation focuses on the ending of child marriages in Africa.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I get goosebumps. Yeah,
Simone, I don't know if you're still on, but
yeah,
we definitely need to um, get her on the next and these other authors on the next authors meet and greet, because a lot of people in the book group, Fixing Crowns book group on Facebook, when we read Girl with the Louding Voice, I don't know if you've ever read that, Miriam, but
No, not yet.
it's very, very sad to see. And you would think this was like hundreds of years ago, but it was like a recent telling, a more recent telling of the child marriages that happen in Africa. And it was
Yeah,
just, it's really sad
it
to
is.
see, to read about it. And
Yeah.
gosh, I'm excited. You know, I'm supporting you no matter what.
Yeah.
But
So I'm so excited when there were a couple of foundations, but we decided um, to support this foundation, and I can't wait to see or even to visit. It's a foundation based in Zimbabwe, Africa. So yeah, we are really excited, and
is that when the
everybody
book
is.
signing is going to be?
No, I think the book signing is gonna be.
I'm like, let me book my flight now.
I'm not sure yet where the book signing will be. It will definitely be in somewhere in Africa.
Uh-huh.
But I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and we all said yes to
That's awesome.
the fact that the profit will go to a foundation. Yeah, we're
Love
gonna
that.
support a foundation with a profit. So that's coming up pretty soon. So follow me on Instagram, Facebook, because I'm gonna share it everywhere. People are already asking, when can we purchase the book? Hold the line, hold on, just a few more weeks.
I mean, you told me about the book like almost 2 months ago, and I'm still waiting. Where's
Yeah,
my link?
yeah. It takes a lot of time
I
to
know.
compose all the stories, and to edit it, and to the pictures, and there's a lot to be done when it
Sure.
comes to writing a book. So that's coming soon.
Good.
Another thing I'm working on right now is a 21-day program. You know about the program. I had to record 21 videos, and in those videos I share part of the techniques and tools that helped me. I'm breaking it down. Before we went live, I was writing a text for my landing page. So just a breakdown, just a quick breakdown. Week 1, the first 7 days will be about awakening, the caregiver
Oh,
awakening,
wow.
getting ready for a major change in your perspective of your life. The next 7 days, week 2, will be changing the inner self, finding that something again that's 100% inside of you. That's week 2. And in week 3, it's about well being. Then it's time to give the world what it deserves, the best version of you.
Okay.
So that 21-day program is coming soon. It takes a lot of time. I didn't expect it to take that long. But when you purchase the program, you will receive an email with a link to the video, 21 days for 21 days. And there are action steps that you have to take.
Uh-oh.
Baby steps,
Action. Action.
action steps. Baby steps, but radical action. The importance of how and when to practice self-care, how to create new habits, how to deal with your biggest challenges, knowing your worth, why you should listen to your gut, how to see possibilities, why asking for help is important, and so much more.
That's a huge one.
So if you are interested, please visit my website, miriambaldwin.com, and go to the programs, because you can fill in your name and email address, and I'll send you an email when the program is ready if you're interested in this program. It will take a couple of more days to finalize, and
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about this program. So the 21-day program is on its way.
Yay. I know.
So
I've been trying to get a hold of that too. I just want it all. I just want it all.
Just a few more days. And, Miriam is always thinking about um, how to support caregivers. Please don't forget to get your freebies on my website.
Yes.
Self-care freebies and the best kept secrets of a healthy caregiver. Download it. It's free.
Love it.
Download it. So, and if you know someone who needs these programs or free resources, let them know and send them to my website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as simple as that. Just helping someone else out, even if
Yeah.
you're not a caregiver. But I love the quote that you always say about the four different types of people in this world.
Yeah. There are only four people in this world: people who were a caregiver, who are a caregiver now, who will be a caregiver someday, and who will need a caregiver someday.
Boom.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah,
It's so true.
it is.
um, as much as we don't want to think about it, uh, but we have to. And this is coming from two people who started their caregiver journey in their late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
It can happen in a blink of an eye. You
Yes.
know,
Yes, it can.
I actually was on a call um, a couple days ago with and a lady said that she started her caregiver journey when she was 15.
Hmm.
1 5.
Yeah.
I said, what?
Yep.
I thought 31 was young. 15?
Caregivers are getting younger and younger,
Yep.
especially now during COVID,
Yeah.
the isolation. It's killing. The isolation is killing, and you know the young ones are at home,
Even geduld.
taking care of grandma or
Yeah.
grandpa or a sibling or mom or dad.
Yeah. That's it right there.
Yeah.
Because they're the only ones that can.
Hmm.
Um, and Shirley said she started hers when she was 11.
Wow.
I I don't know. That's
Yeah.
whew,
A child.
a
That's a
child
child
that's taken care
being a
of,
care. Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
she also said that we're going to travel to Africa to the book signing. So figure out which country in Africa we got to go to, and we're going to show up. So
Maybe it's gonna be Dubai. I don't know. I don't know.
don't play with me. Mama J, if you're listening, we got to get ready. My mom just mentioned Middle East, Dubai, Saudi Arabia the other day. So that's funny. Yeah, I do want to ask you, because I've asked all my guests this past couple days, what when someone says the phrase or question, what does our ancestors' wildest dream mean to you? What does that mean to you? Because our ancestors fought so long and so hard for us to even get to this point where we are at now. I'm not saying that we don't have further to go, but
Mm-hmm.
they fought so hard for us to even be business owners, authors, coaches. Um, what does that phrase mean to you, Miriam?
Wow, a lot. Our ancestors, they did so much for us to be here today, to have a good life today. And I'm really thankful for what they have done. Many of them lost their lives while
Yeah.
doing that, you know? Um, so, what I want to say is make sure, please, use your capability of
Mm.
growing your business, growing on a personal level, believing in yourself, and create that abundant life that you deserve
Love
as a
that.
Black business owner. Because a vision without action is daydreaming. And
Ooh.
the distance between dreams and reality, the distance is called action. Dreams, reality. The distance is
You
action.
need to trademark
Say,
that. A
yep,
vision without action is a daydream.
then
You
you're
need to
dreaming.
trademark that. Run and trademark that. A vision without action is a daydream.
You are
So,
visualizing something, but if you
yep.
don't take action, you're dreaming about it.
So, having said that, that's a good segue into my next question. What is some advice that you have for up and coming or current entrepreneurs, especially specifically Black entrepreneurs?
Stop daydreaming.
Oh,
Get up.
yeah, yes, ma'am.
Get up.
Oh, look, my shirt says outdream yourself.
Get up. Try to find out if there are any free resources. What are you excited about? What are you good at? Because you're capable of doing it. Thoughts become things.
Hmm.
Stop daydreaming and take action. You're not alone.
Wow.
There's no way you can run a business alone. That's impossible. You need others to grow,
Yeah,
and you can do it. You know,
absolutely.
we're growing, you're growing every day. We are growing every day because we are learning every day. If you say you're not learning, that's not possible. Then you're not willing to learn. I always
Ooh,
say I'm a teacher, but I'm also a student because I keep learning every day. I learn from fellow caregivers who I'm guiding.
yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I want to say. Get up. If you're sitting there, you're gonna go nowhere.
Right.
Stop sitting, get up, and do the things you're good at.
I love that. I know anytime that I have a question or I'm not feeling very confident about something, when I mention things to you, you're like, well, you know what to do. And everybody needs someone like that in their corner. Just having that reminder of you know who you are and what you are about, get up and do it. And I could not run my business without someone like you in my corner. And it's not a competition. I
Yep.
help caregivers, you help caregivers. We just help caregivers in two different ways. But
Yes,
when we bring our forces together, it's a beautiful thing. So
absolutely.
you have to have the help. I
Always.
love what you said.
And even if it's a fellow caregiver coach, there is enough for everyone in the world. I can't help 10,000 fellow caregivers at the same time. That's impossible. There are other coaches needed.
Yeah. Do you know how
Yeah.
many caregivers there are?
3 million something? No, it's way more.
Way.
Is it, was it,
53. 53 million.
that's a lot.
Yeah. So there's no way that just one person, I mean, the you can have a very huge impact, obviously, but we cannot help all 53 million. One caregiver coach cannot help all 53 million at the
That's not
same time.
possible. And then we're talking about family caregivers, right?
Yo, that's specifically family caregivers. That's not your nurses, your
Nurses.
doctors, the in-home health care. No, 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 no. These are the unpaid, not edified, not glorified family caregivers that do this day in, day out, live with their person 24/7, or, very close to their person, and handle all of their doctor visits, the fighting with the insurance, chauffeuring them around, cooking for them, cleaning,
Cleaning, working full time.
unpaid. 53 million caregivers,
That's a lot.
family caregivers. Hmm.
This is a worldwide thing.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with the Dutch CDC a couple of months ago, and they asked me and a couple of other fellow caregivers if we were willing to answer some questions. And I asked them, oh, yeah, sure. Why not? How much time do I have?
They asked the right person.
Mhm. And they said, well, very long time. It's a very long time, 2 hours. I said, no way, 2 hours is not enough. I need a week.
We
But
know.
anyways, I'm so happy that that I helped them. And whenever I can support, I support. And there will be a documentary released very soon. It's called Unseen. It's from a producer in America. I believe that the trailer is already online. It's about caregivers, family caregivers.
Ooh.
Unseen is the name. And I'm so happy that I was able to contribute.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they chose to create a documentary about parents with disabled children. Sorry. So I hope someday they will create a documentary for spousal caregivers.
Yeah.
But I was also able to contribute.
Good. Good.
Yeah, yeah. And that one, the documentary will be released very soon.
Good.
I believe end of next month or in March.
Yeah. I mean,
So you will see my name as well.
good. Yeah. What more documentaries and whatever spotlights can be given to the situations that caregivers go through is what's going to help move this change forward, because uh, without us being the forefront, being the vocal pieces, we'll stay stagnant. But
Yeah,
there's 53 million of us. Like
crazy, isn't it?
they're gonna have to listen. They're gonna have to listen.
Yeah, we are, you and I, we are trying to do our best by sharing our stories in magazines, in interviews, newspapers, social media platforms.
Yeah.
That's
Any,
our way of supporting.
yep. Anything and anywhere that we can share. And we didn't just wake up one day and decide to do this, right?
Nope.
Talk a
No.
little bit about that.
How we decided to do this. Yeah. I think you should share first how we met.
Ah, you love this. Um, it wasn't until I decided to share my caregiver story, which I was very, very nervous about doing. But when I decided to share my side of things, what I felt, what I was going through during my husband's cancer journey, I met Miriam in my caregiver support group. And the more we started talking and getting to know one another, I literally felt like my mom didn't tell me something, because we are so much alike. Literally, we are sisters from another mister. It's very uncanny. But uh, when I told her what my business platform was established to do and hers, it was like a very happy, merry mesh. because we always like to say in interviews and podcasts that we're a part of, caregivers, you go through Caregiver 2.0, you go from beat down, burnt out, disgusted to happy, joyful, and full of self care. Then
Yeah.
come see me at Timeless Dream events, and we're going to celebrate your newfound, self care
Yeah.
and love of life. And that's how we met, because I decided to share my story, even though I was nervous, even though
Yeah.
up until the very point where I clicked, you know, submit,
Mm-hmm.
I was kicking and screaming. I was like, I don't want to do this. But I had the support of uh, Troy and my mama behind me. And no lie, right before I pressed submit on telling my story, they both said, "What would your dad want you to do?" And I said,
Wow.
"All right, we're going to click it and go."
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for opening up, even though it's been hard, and it's very uh, humbling, and you just are an open book, right?
Yeah.
Literally, our books
Yeah.
have made us open books and vulnerable. Um, it has put me in places that I never would have fathomed, meeting the likes of Miriam, and others that I have been able to meet throughout this journey. So I'm very grateful for our friendship and our sisterhood. And God forbid when we finally get to meet.
CNN, you have to know this. Stay, stay prepared.
Oh,
We got to
oh,
go live when we meet in person.
yes.
It's so amazing that even though we haven't met belly to belly, we've been able to, I'm pretty sure that we've been able to give so many other fellow caregivers hope and
Absolutely.
faith and the feeling that they are not alone, because we know how it feels like. We know
Yeah.
how even though our journeys are not the same, the struggles are the same.
Yeah.
But I keep
Exactly.
telling fellow caregivers that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Even though it looks like it's not there, it
Uh-huh.
is. As long
Absolutely.
as you're allowing yourself to see that light.
Absolutely.
And that's something many of us have to work on. And that's okay. Nobody's perfect.
And it can be a continual work in progress. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah,
have to be something overnight.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not something you should expect. It is hard work, and it's continual work.
yeah.
So,
And I'm so happy to see, Ashley, that there are more caregiver coaches now than 18 months ago,
yeah. And you
because
might have had something to do
it's
with that.
probably, I don't know, I hope so, because it's so needed. It is
Yeah.
so needed to support. And it doesn't matter how you support, in what way you support, whether it's virtual or in person, or
Sure.
sometimes listening to someone can help a person.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
listening and not saying a thing, just listening.
Totally. Totally agree.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Miriam, for all of your insight. And I just want to make sure people know that I've been dropping her links every 10 minutes or so that we've been talking, so that you can find her website, where to find her book, where to find that Caregiver 2.0 program. And you can always schedule a free call with her. Just have a consult with her.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes, right?
Yeah. 30
Free, hey,
minutes.
free is for me.
Let's start.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
So schedule the 30-minute call with her. Get your freebie downloaded from her website.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow her on Facebook and Instagram. She's on Clubhouse, TikTok.
Twitter,
I mean, everywhere.
everywhere.
But you can find all of her links on that link tree link that I've been posting every 10 minutes or so. And as I stated before, I will be giving a copy of her book, Caregiver 2.0, away to someone after this. There we go. And let's see. Please leave us with a little tidbit and any last words.
Well, you are worthy of a wonderful life too. I love ending with this affirmation, this great affirmation that helped me when I was in a dark place. You are worthy of a wonderful life too. How would you feel knowing that you will have more ease in your life if you take action?
Mm.
And to the business owners, I would say, again, get up and do what you're best at and serve other people the best way you can. But also practice self-care as a business owner, because burnout is a nasty place. You don't want to be there. So business owners, especially Black business owners, take care of yourself. Believe in yourself and you will get there. You will fall, but get up again. Learn from your mistakes and jump again.
Love that. Thank you so much, Miriam, for being here with me today.
My
And
pleasure.
the audience, thank you for tuning in and the likes and the comments. You guys are awesome. Miriam and I will go back through and respond to you guys with any questions. So thank you so much again for being here with us today.
Thank you.
And next week, sometime, I did have to reschedule one of our business owners for next week. So stay tuned. I will be letting you guys know when we will be talking to Farron of Be Humane. So thank you again for your time today, guys. And for those that tune in later, all the links are there and we will respond with any questions on the replay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye all.